going to record this thing. Hopefully the record would get into the right video. Okay. Selamat petang and salam semua. Thank you very much for attending this the first week of IDP, Integrated Design Project, right? IDP, right? BE 40803. Okay. Boleh dengar suara ya? Boleh ya? I sebab tadi tak nampak you.
Boleh.
Okay. Boleh ya?
Boleh.
Okay. So this semester we have 159 up to date students registered for IDP for semester 2, 2022, 2023. So we have divided into 32 groups. Well, I'll share the groups later on. Right? You may find your groups and group members later on, and you may want to look for your supervisor and the team, right? And you discuss it later on, right? Later on, we do it yourself, right? And then we have assigned your supervisor as well. So later on, you may look for your supervisor. But today, right? Today, this is a free briefing, right? A briefing to all of you, including the supervisor. I think some of the supervisors in the group, right? In the Microsoft team. So the understanding, right, is that we try to get to you that what are the philosophy and what are the implementation of IDP, right, in this semester, and what you should do, right? What you should do and what are we going to do, right? As a coordinator, as a supervisor, and what are the evaluation, right? So how marks you are going to carry on, right? The marks, right? And then of course the last thing, right, you may want to ask, right, is the money for the project, right? So please ask, If I forgot, then that's it, right? You may ask later on, right? Okay. The first thing is this is me, right? The handsome boy, old man already. This is a corporate camera, right? Image, right? This is me, chairman of Jawatan Kuasa Capstone, right? Where we have around 10 or 11 of us, right, to run the event. I'm the chairman. And then I'm also the coordinator for IDP. So the Capstone committee runs the activity for IDP, right? So this is just I'm in charge of the committees and as well as the coordinator for IDP. So this is my email. You got the you can look for the email for all the supervisor and also the committee. Later I'll recommend it, and also my handphone, right? Please use carefully, right? That means you do not disturb supervisor or by calling, right? You may put a message, doesn't matter. WhatsApp to me or email in the group. We try to answer you, right? Answer you on our convenient time. So that is the purpose of message, right? Okay, we try, and we do answer you, right? We do answer you. So in the WhatsApp, right? In WhatsApp, I think we have all the supervisors, we have the committee member in the WhatsApp group, right? Anything that you can ask regarding to IDP, regarding to the project, you can ask later on. Okay, this is the secretary, Secretary Dr. Muhammad Anas. So he is also in charge of IDP, and you may contact him. And then we have other committee who are senior. We are senior, Dr. Noor Hafiza, Dr. Sharir, and Dr. Siti Amina, and Dr. Chiu. Are the seniors member of committees, and also Dr. Fariza, right? And then Dr. Rafida is so very senior in academic. And this semester we have DS Dr. Said, right? Zahrul Islam to join us, right, as the committee member. Of course, Encik Saidan will be helping us all the while, but he has been helping us through last semester. So the main point of this IDP, right? We heard about IDP before, right? And what are IDP, right? So integrated design project, right? So why we want to do IDP and what is the motivation of doing this, right? So the first thing, right? The first thing is about the requirement. But in the program, right? In program of FKEE, either you are BEJ or BEB, right? You know your program, right? We know that program all been recognized, right? Recognized nationally and internationally by the accreditation body and the process of accreditation, right? We call it EAC in Malaysia, right? EAC for bachelor degree, right? So this is one of the requirement to be it been written in the EAC accreditations standard 202, right? It's been written that we need to run IDP, and the philosophy of IDP is to train you as an engineer, ladies engineer, men engineer, that you are competent in terms of skill, in terms of personality, in terms of communication, in terms of teamworking, right? We want you to show your idea, right? Show your idea and you're able to work in the team. And also, lastly, we want to promote the mind of entrepreneur, right? That you are going to think about the solutions, right? Solution that is going to be benefit the market, and at the same time, likely that will bring some commercial value. You may want to spin off as a boss. You want to sell, you want to jual idea and right? So these are the challenge, right? So we have all the acquisition requirement, and then we need to challenge what are the scenario and what are the real world. The real world is complex, right? We don't try to look for a problem which is probably you dream about this and you never did it, right? So we want to look for all these things, and we want to use the facility resources. What resources you have? Internet, Shopee, Lazada, Google, right? All the information you can buy, and we have the laboratory in UTHM. We have the supervisor. We have your all the resources in the library, right? To look for, and we have the equipment, right? And you want to use resources. And the other resources will be more on the human capital, where you may find your friend, right? How to exploit your friend. I mean, exploit means to use your friend's expertise, right? You know, they can work together with you, and how you're going to collaborate, and how you plan your money process, right? So we want you to look for a complex solution and where you practice all these things and you have a mind of you, right? This is something that you experience it, and you'll be learn about it, and that all the learning go to your soul, right? You know how to solve the problem later on, and you have gone through that, right? This is the standard, right? You can download the accreditation standard from internet, right? So these are the things that we look at. When the supervisors and the committee provide you a scenario of problem, and you're going to identify what are the problems, you are going to look for the real challenge, what are the restrictions. All these things are the complex scenario where you have a lot of kekangan, ada kekangan, a lot of constraint. Right? So macam mana? Eh? So how are you going to benefit in where you are going to look for public health and safety, right? Public health and safety, right? Berkenaan dengan senario yang sebenar, right? Berkenaan society, berkenaan dengan management, berkenaan dengan ekonomi, berkenaan dengan suasana atau environments, all those challenge, right? Real story, right? You look for real story, you might want to identify them. At the same time, you look for how you're going to solve in a group, by discussion, by working together, by limited resources, right? Money, right? People, knowledge, right? All these are limitations. That is reality that you face them. But we want you to practice this thing, and let's see how you're going to work out, right? You may want to find the slide later on, right? Ada di hotel boleh download, right? So all these things are the learning challenge, right? All these learning challenge and the output that we already design in the coursework, and we are going to evaluate you all these things, right? The evaluation is part of the mechanism in evaluation, right? Don't worry, right? Don't worry about it. We are going to evaluate you, but the spirit of project IDP is to train you to look for a solution in a teamwork with limited resources, and how you're going to defend it. So I do encourage you to be vocal, to be cooperative, to be proactive. Bekerja dalam suasana di mana kekangan ada, tapi you kerja dalam satu grup. Jangan diam, parasite. Kena vocal, kena beri pandangan, kena bantah kalau mau bantah, kena kena menikam kalau perlu menikam, kalau perlu gaduh, gaduh. Kalau perlu ambilkan satu attitude di mana anda apa tu, macam seorang engineer kan, you rasa kerjasama tu ada masalah, you kena suara. Jangan harmony, right? And we were going to look for that, right? Don't try to put all the group memory, you try to harmonize everybody, right? Tidak, Okay, so jangan beri muka. Terlalu sangat, jangan, All these things we are going to challenge, right? These are the attributes that we are looking for as an engineer in a group. And you are going to work in a group, right? This is engineer, right? So we are going to work together, right? Later on, you know how the idea of development. But this is the idea of development, right? So far, right? I think all of you are now in fourth year. You've gone through a number of projects and you've seen products, you've seen handphone. This is my handphone. Everybody now got handphone. And you see computer, you see bicycle, you see car, all this thing, right? So we wanted to have this idea, right? All development starting with some concept on the bottom, right? On the concept. All the concept, right? Start with some rough idea, probably some basic study. And you are going to look for that, right? And later on, you want to look for what are the developments in the lab and what are the prototyping, and you want to prove some idea, what basic idea. And later on, you want to put into the market where you look for the satisfaction and look for what are the people going to experience, right? It's experience in a market, and probably you may want to go for certification, right? Certification, probably CRIM, UL, what CE, and probably apa tu pengalaman pengguna, right? All this later on, right? You see all this progress, right? There are stages, and this has been the idea, right, about development, right? So we want you to get the idea, right? What do we mean a development, right? It's not always necessary that your developments jump into a product, and that product, the end user must be suka, must know, must be happy about this thing. No, you need to know where you are. Where you are. Are you in the first stage? Are you in the middle stage, or are you in the last stage? Where you are, right? So my encouragement is try to think about it. I'm not trying to feed you. Right? Try to think about it. Right? When you discuss your project with your supervisor, which stage you are, and how are you going to prove the ideas, and how are you going to sell the idea, right? And how are you going to present your idea? And that is the training, right? The training, right? Now look at it, sir. So the IDP activity is complex, right? We want you to look for a lot of information. We want you to look for what are the questions, what are the problems, why that is a problem. Why you study the problem itself, right? Kenapa diperlukan? Kenapa tak perlu? Why? Probably you want to do questionnaire. Probably you want to take measurement. Probably you want to camera all these things. And you want to first answer kenapa diperlukan. Why it's needed. Why the analysis of the problem itself. Firstly, right? And then you want to do a number of analysis and probably the efforts. And you want to use a number of analysis, right? The analysis that we propose in the committee will be steep analysis, right? Steep analysis that you want to look for. And what so what is the benefit of solution? So what is the benefit if you try to solve something? Right? You look for a number of aspects, right? Defend, right? And this is a tool, right? Alat, merupakan satu alat untuk anda menjawab, kenapa diperlukan. Okay? Dan juga ada cara-cara lain, kita minta anda juga menjawab dalam satu template dinamakan NABC. Kenapa diperlukan? Macam mana dibuat? Kenapa? Apa kebaikan kalau dibuat? Apakah siapa ada idea yang sama di market? What is your competitor? Right? And also you want to wrap your idea and defend in a way what are the complex problem solving. Don't worry about this thing, right? Don't worry about this thing. You'll be given template, all this template, and you need to discuss in your group later on and try to answer them and put in the report later on. But this is the grill of your idea, right? You want to grill means you want to test, right, how you're going to defend. We already provide the idea, right? The template. All you need is to try to come up with the understanding and reasoning, right? Probably later on in the presentation, you're going to defend using your word, probably some slides, poster, and probably a demo set later on, right? All these things answer in the similar things, right? So don't worry, we already provide you a frameworks that is going to help you to organize the idea. The main idea, right? The main idea is to come up with some constructive, right? Alignment with what they call the needs, right, of the solution. Right? A solution could be a product, could be banjil, right? How to solve a banjil in Butterpart, or any alert system, or could be you want to have increase any comfortable level in a home where it's very convenient. What you want to solve convenience, you want to solve trigger, you want to solve what you want to give sort of this what I call water quality measurements, because somewhere in the water qualities, right, in the dam become an issue. Or maybe you want to improve the life quality of the elderly, right? Elderly in the healthcare system. You seen something in a house, ada orang tua kan di rumah, ada mungkin you seen orang tua, you seen hospital, you seen ada pesakit-pesakit, kan? You jumpa pesakit-pesakit, you jumpa orang yang kurang nasib baik. Lepas tu macam mana warangan tu boleh ditolongkan? Macam mana dengan idea teknologi tu boleh membantu? All these things, right? Defense, right? And you come up with the idea. Right? The idea could be a lot of money if you have money and resources, or could be as simple as possible, as much as using your own resources. Right? The first stage, right? Remember the slide that I show you, right? Where you are. Can you see the slide? Where you are. Which stage that you want to defend. Right? Konsep boleh terima kasih Akal kerana menjawab saya boleh Akal, boleh dengar?
Boleh.
Okay, I know your voice. Nah, Akal. Okay. So the main idea, don't worry about the analysis. It's just a template to think, to defend, right? We'll give you the template. The main thing is that your idea, right? And you are able to defend your idea. And that idea will come up with some basics demonstration in the form of physical or software where you are able to demonstrate. And memberi sokongan, menyokong anda untuk menjawab sesuatu keperluan. So don't worry, don't worry about this thing. So the role play, right? Sounds to be complex, right? But don't worry, right? We have jawatan kuasa. We are now going to construct, right? construct the activities, right? We already plan the analysis. We already plan the rubrics, right? Don't worry. All you need to do is go to and form the group and meet your supervisor and work together. Right? We are Jawatankuasa and me. We're going to give you the trigger. Right? What is the time? Week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Right? We're going to trigger you. Right? Now, of course, we are not going to keep to ourselves. We're going to share you what are the timeline every week 1 to week 15. What we are going to do, and you have an idea. You have an idea what are the time. Right? Very similar to a gun chat, right? If you're doing PSM. So you are going to form in a group, 5, right? Maximum 5. And we have assigned supervisor to each team. And then you need to crack your head. That is your problem, not mine. My problem is to organize you, right? Timely. Right? You have any problem regarding to the arrangement, regarding to what I call management issue in the and in IDP regarding to uh, workplace, right? Workplace in Makmal, arrangements in the lab that you are not able to meet the engineer. Tell me, right? We're going to help you to sort out the management issue. Okay? True, eh? Hey, the next thing, right? We want to promote something like this. Right? You are now a student. Try to change your role play. Try to change your role play. I'm a local authority. Your tank was, let's say, imagine a person, not. So you have a team. You are a company. And in a company, you have manager, you have engineer, you have technician, right? In a group of 5. Then you are trying to look for a solution. And then your company have a CTO, right? A chief officer, right? Your supervisor, your chief officer. So you're going to come out with some ideas. This is role play. We we request, right? Seriously, very seriously, we request that you think in the role that you are forming a company, and give me your role play. Who are they? Who are you? And so, what is your responsibility as a manager? So, what is the responsibility as an engineer? And what is the responsibility as a chief technical officers? So, local authority, your time committee, right? We are going to arrange you the timeline, right? The management facilities in the lab. We are going to provide you the environment in the workshop. We're going to plan the event for you to demo, right? And then regarding the resources, you need to think out what are the resources you need to do, right? To use for, right? So you may ask your chief technical officer, what are the resources she or he have in the company? It could be a grant, it could be some knowledge, resources, it could be some timelines, done prototype that you're going to continue, right? Anything, right? Talk to your supervisor. So you are in the same company. You are in the same company with your supervisor, right? Your merit is your supervisor's merit. Your honor will be your supervisor's honor. You are in a group, right? When you report your works, your supervisor carry your name, the name, right? When you receive an award, your supervisor also carry the name. We are going to do that. Your honor is your supervisor honor. If you don't achieve, then your supervisor also do not achieve the honor, but he carry the nomination, right? So that is the role play, right? We wanted to play this thing and then report it in a report. Right? What are the role, right? So something like this, right? So in the organization, you need to report who are you, right? So this is the idea, right? You are doing IDP seriously. It's not masa-masa on you kerja anda. This is your work. This is my work. Okay, you don't work, never mind. I don't care. Right? Right? We are going to penalize who are not going to perform. So on, we're going to talk about assessment. Okay. About the exact topics, right? Exact topic, what you want to do. It depends on your discussion with your supervisor. Bincang dengan supervisor. Apakah topik yang sebenar ni yang perlu dibuat? Okay. Depend on your supervisor. Right. Tapi tema saya dah dibagi. Tema, we have already given the tema. Tema something like this. We have smart health. We have smart home city. And then we have energy efficiency. Tiga tema. We have three tema. So exactly what are the tema? What I'll give you later on. Right? Three tema. But the topics, you need to define it on week 4 in a proposal, right? So you need to fast. You need to meet your supervisor fast and talk about this thing. I want you to be on the initiative to look for your supervisor. Form a group, Instagram, WhatsApp, what else? Anything that you think of, right? Form a group and a discussion group as fast as possible, and try to get a serious communication about this thing, even face to face, right? We do encourage you to do face to face, right? Project student, right? Although walaupun telah diberitahu kita akan buat apa tu online dalam minggu 1 hingga minggu 6, tapi atas kesudian anda I do encourage you, saya tak paksa, I do encourage you, menggalakkan anda supaya berjumpa dengan supervisor dan secara aktif melakukan projek secara serius di Makmar. We open the lab for you. I share the list of the lab and the person in charge. Go to the lab and use the lab. If the lab did not open or the person in charge did not reply to you, tell me, right? We're going to do and sort it out in a management level, right? Right? We want you to work out seriously, right? You are not going to play masak-masak at home, right? It's not serious, right? So we want to do it seriously. Okay. So the next thing is we're going to jump into the implementation, right? We have a number of activities, right? The first activity that we are going to look at is that we have week 1 to week 15. We have a schedule the activities, right? Let's see, right? Let's see the schedule, right? Activity, where are they? Right? I already share this. Boleh nampak activity list? Can you see this video?
Yes, sir.
Boleh ya? Integrated design project semester 2 proposed work plan activities. So activity ni yang diberi itu activity itu sebenarnya ada 6 kategori. Ada 6 kategori ya. Okay. So we want to look for the category where we have a proposal. Mana tu? Proposal. I didn't write proposal, proposal. Right? You need to look for the proposal and in a few pages and submit online. We're going to do that, right? And you submit to author proposal, and then later on week 5 we have one peer review. Right? Peer review ada dua. Peer review ialah we want you to be works where you are going to assess your friend, your group member. If your group members or maybe your manager or maybe your engineer does not perform, does not collaborate. I mean, does not collaborate means become a parasite, where your member become a parasite. That would be a problem, right? You don't want a parasite. You don't want tumpang jaya, tak mau. Evaluate, right? You don't want somebody who is not going to communicate with you. In a teamwork, right? Don't want. I work on my own. I don't want to share with you. But in a serious case, right? I do encourage you, in very serious case, right? You may pick your member out. if you think your member cannot work together, memang ada masalah berkomunikasi, bermasyarakat. Macam mana? So you cannot work together. Very seriously. We met once, right? We met once. And the member actually seriously pick up one member out of the group because seriously cannot work together. And they come up with the proof. Mesti ada bukti, eh? The bukti, they try to work together, it cannot work out. Then that would be the case, right? We want you to be work proactively. You want to work together in a team, and you are going to evaluate them yourself, and your friend going to work yourself. You need to remind, right? And on week 5, peer review. On week 10 also peer review twice. We give you 2 chances, right? Do not miss it, right? When you miss it, we're not going to reopen again, right? On peer review, do not miss the date, right? If you miss the date, the committee will not going to reopen the assessment again. That's it, right? That is very seriously. So proposal, and then we have another one. We have called products, right? Products, right? We have products. You need to work out in the products, and at the same time, right? All the weeks, right? Week 1 to week 10 or 12, right? You are going to meet your supervisor. We call it attendance, right? Attendance, your supervisor is going to evaluate your attendance. And then secondly is your logbook. Right? We don't call it logbook. We call work progress. Progress. Pernah buat kan? Your logbook in your PSM, we call it logbook, but we want to say weekly progress, right? So we have attendance, we have weekly progress, right? You need to record on your own, right? And then submit on autumn, right? And the supervisor going to evaluate you, right? Your supervisor evaluate you, right? And of course, right? You need to come up with some prototype, either software or hardware, right? And you need to come up with some videos to submit, right? Later we share the video, example last semester we did. And we are going to join in what they call a roadshow, right? On week 15. So on week 15, right? But don't worry about this thing, right? I'll give you this copy later on, right? Don't worry, I just jump a bit, right? So we have a products going to be evaluated by the panel, by industrial, and we're going to have an exhibition or showroom, show house, right? Something like this, something like that you are given a desk, and then you're going to show your work and explain to the visitor, explain if visitor comes, right? On week 15, exact date, I'm not too sure. On week 15, there will be a cloud of people coming in. We expect that. Probably from the secondary or primary school, or probably from polytechnics, people from other faculties. We are going to invite in an open day where you're going to present your hasil kerja, right? And of course, panel going to evaluate. The marks will be given. Okay. And lastly, of course, the report. We need to come up with a report. And the report template is given, share in the autumn. You need to come up with the report and the attachment of the report, right? And submit it. Okay. So supervisor will be evaluating your report, right? So that will be the major activity you're going to do. Don't worry about this thing, just do it accordingly. And then right, we are going to evaluate your report or your works, right? Your panels and peer review later on, right? We are going to do it later on. That is our job. Our job, we are going to do a compilation of evaluation by panel, by supervisors, by yourself. And all this will be gathered together. And that will be my job and my committee job to compile all this evaluation, right? Don't worry about this. You don't need to worry. All you need is to commit to the activities. Okay, I'll share all this in the list, right? If you have any problem, probably today is a bit too much, right? You can raise your problem in the WhatsApp group where we try to answer you, right? Okay. Something interesting. We're going to present each of you, not each of you, each group of you, right? Projects on YouTube, right? So you are going to prepare your presentation. You need to think about how you actually plan you take a snare or camera and you need to set something, show your products. It depends on your creativity, your innovations, right? Kalau ada creativity, ada passion, ada pernah buat TikTok, cubalah macam mana present, lepas tu dalam lebih kurang 5 atau 10 minit itu nanti kita akan minta video. Jawatan kuasa komiti ni kita akan minta video, pihak jawatan kuasa akan upload menggunakan YouTube channel IDP FKEE. You tak perlu upload sendiri, we are going to upload it. Right? Later on we talk about the format later on, don't worry. Right? And along week 1 to week 15, right, we have this lecture series. Lecture series around 5 or 6 lecture series, where we are going to share you some, expose you, kita memberi dedahan tu kepada macam mana, apakah bidang-bidang expertise dan domain-domain aplikasi di yang sebenar, di dunia ni, di kebangsaan, di antarabangsa. Kita jemput pakar-pakar dalam umpama pharmacological, dalam agriculture, pakar-pakar dalam umpama medical chemist, kilang-kilang, dan juga umpama pakar-pakar yang menjadi consultant, untuk memberi sharing. Yang tak terima apa-apa bayaran, hanya kita jemput, right, all this expertise, dia memberi perkongsian. Saya harap satu hari antara anda tu yang jadi alumni dan berjaya menjadi seorang expert, atau telah menjadi seorang tokoh nanti dalam satu bidang, kita boleh jemput nanti untuk berkongsi. Sama juga sekarang expert daripada universiti-universiti lain dan juga daripada industri akan berkongsi. So don't worry if the topic does not sound familiar to you, right? We invite a different field, mungkin medical, mungkin pharma, mungkin bio, mungkin agriculture, mungkin business, right? Mungkin IoT, mungkin, all these things, right? You start to see a number of things to widen your horizons, right? Your horizon means your pandangan tu. Adakah you nampak sesuatu daripada anda hanya fokus pada FKEE saja, right? Look at you, you are now in fourth year, first sem. You are going to work as an engineer later on, right? In probably less than a year time. Dalam masa setahun, anda akan cuba bekerja lah sebagai engineer. So nanti anda akan jumpa pelbagai pengalaman di pelbagai bidang. Cuba tengok macam mana orang buat. Adakah perkongsian tu mungkin bermanfaat atau tak bermanfaat? Tapi cuba macam mana, the expertise, the experience, and how actually they expert ni, macam mana dia devote into the career and become an expert in that domain. Dia berani menjadi seorang berani pula perkataan ni, dia menjadi seorang tokoh. Macam mana boleh jadi seorang tokoh? Bukan senang ni, menjadi seorang tokoh atau seorang yang expert dalam bidang tertentu. It's not an easy task, but how it can be done. And we also encourage entrepreneurs and some of the industry alumni actually share, right, their experience when how they devoted into business and entrepreneurship. So engagement, kita harap tu engagement ada. Ada soalan ke setakat ni? Ada tak? Tak ada soalan.
Ada dok.
Boleh post Saya galakkan you post. Tak perlu diam. Memang buat bising boleh. Lecture series lebih kurang 5, 6. Nanti saya akan share lecture series apa tu idea ni. Apa tu kalender untuk lecture series. Saya akan elakkan masa sebelum dengan selepas raya. Sebab rasa you cuti kan. So saya akan elakkan. So minggu depan rasa tak ada. Minggu berikut ada. Nanti saya akan share kalender. So lecture series tu akan lebih banyak selepas cuti semester. Selepas cuti semester semua dah physical lah. No problem. So lecture series ni semua online. Microsoft Teams meeting. Semua online. Attendance akan diambil lah sebagai satu penilaian. Kita harap anda bertanya. Kalau anda bertanya maksudnya anda minat dan anda rasanya ada sesuatu yang rasanya mau belajar. So these are the guideline. Don't worry about this thing. The guideline is very technical, right? Very technical. But the rest of the thing, right? The rest of the thing is to understand what you want to do and defend what you want to do, right? Using the resources that you have, right? That is the layman term. Okay. Lepas tu kalau kita brief tu sebagai macam spesifik, ada apa tu proposal, testing, evaluation, optimization, itu activities. Don't worry lah. This is just a guideline, right? Guideline. Tema, 3 tema. Tema ni saya sudah bagi smart home, smart health tu ada 11 group. Lepas tu energy efficiency tu ada 10 group. 10 group. So don't worry, I will refer to grouping later on. I won't discuss it here. I'll share it in author. You refer to author and then you check and contact your supervisor as quick as possible after this. Right? You may talk to your supervisor. Ada guideline lah sebagai supervisor, sebagai author. Other thing, go and check on the author. I wouldn't read it here. So tema tu ada di author. Tema tu lebih kepada satu general description. Specific tajuk yang khusus tu discuss dengan supervisor. Kita tak campur tangan. Lepas tu nanti minggu ke-5 submit your proposal. Okay. Let's talk about the assessment. Assessment. Ini yang penting yang menentukan adakah anda dapat markah tinggi ke rendah. So assessment tu ada 2 bahagian. Iaitu individual, di mana assessment tu individu tu dalam satu kumpulan tu yang nampak tu mungkin satu kumpulan 5 orang. Mungkin markah assessment tu grading akan lain-lain. Sebab kita akan juga menilai secara individual. Maksudnya attendance meeting tu tak cukup disediakan oleh member 1 ke member 2. Mungkin. Weekly progress report mungkin tak cukup. Member 1 ke member 2. Peer review tak lengkap. Ada yang rajin, ada yang tak rajin. Ada yang cuai, tersilap pandang. Ada yang rasanya, I didn't notice it. Minta jawatan kuasa komiti Capstone untuk buka semula penilaian. We won't. Kita tak layan. Saya dah kata sini, kita tak layan kalau buka penilaian. Kalau dah tutup, tak layan. Jangan tanya saya, boleh saya tambah apa, tak apa. Jangan. Kita tak layan kalau masa tu dah bagi, masa tu panjang tu. 3 atau 5 hari. Diberi, kalau anda tak nilai dalam 3 hari atau 5 hari, then we won't open again. Lepas tu jalan penilaian kumpulan tu akan dapat markah sama lah. Iaitu dinilai oleh supervisor, dinilai oleh panel dan juga dinilai dua lah. Panel dengan supervisor dua. So kita akan nampak proposal, product evaluation by panel and of course the internal panel and external panel. And then IDP report your supervisor. Markah supervisor tinggi. So supervisor akan menilai apa tu, attendance, weekly report, apa lagi? Proposal panel. Supervisor akan menilai attendance, weekly report dan juga IDP report. Supervisor, your supervisor markah pada tangan dia berat, besar. Okay. So don't play. Okay. Hormat your CTO, Chief Officer. Memberi sesuatu hormat kepada Chief Officer dan memberi commitment. So ini merupakan apa tu huraian. So don't worry about this thing. We are going to remind you later on. So weekly meeting attendance, right? How we want to record only, right? Jawatan kuasa demand ada 10 kopi dan setiap kopi tu disediakan oleh member yang berlainan. Mungkin rotate lah. Week 1, right? Member 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lepas tu 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lagi. Rotate. So do not miss it. Ini maka kalau miss it jangan attendance. So try to meet your supervisor as often as possible. Right? We prefer weekly. Right? At least 10 times. Meet your supervisor either online or physical, or maybe work together in the lab, record it, and that become the official meeting record. Right? And put that in a report and submit on author as a proof. Right? Your supervisor is going to evaluate you. Right? Ada 10 minggu kan? Okay? Try anything, online or physical. Take evidence. Okay, so penilaian rubrik tu ada pada hotel. So I'm not going to explain all the term, right? It's on the skala 0 to 5. Your supervisor will based on your performance, right? Remember, your supervisor will meet all of you and he or she know who is actually sleeping, who is not coming all the time. Ada kan? Ada 5 orang. Selalunya 3 orang yang jumpa, 2 tu sleeping. Okay lah. Supervisor dalam hati tu ada penimbang dia. Dia tahu macam mana menimbang. Okay? Believe me, all supervisor they know how to evaluate you. If you do not come and do not perform, right? Attendance. One of it is attendance. A weekly progress report. Right? We want 10 report. Right? You can choose any 10 and the report, right? You may want to write the report. Ada template pada author. Right? Prepared by each member. M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, rotate again. So put it into your author and then your supervisor will evaluate you individually. Each member, right? Each report will be prepared by each member and rotate. Okay? So you need to include what are they, right? So these are rotate, M1, M2, M3, M4. Right? You have 4 members, you rotate. Right? We want to look for what? We want to look for your activities weekly, your plan, Gantt chart, ada design concept, ada CAD drawing, ada apa lagi? Ada task giving on tugas ni siapa ni. Ada apa lagi? Ada analysis, all these things, right? Programming, up to you. And peer review, peer review penting. We want to look at your initiative as an engineer, right, in the industry, that you are willing to vocal, you are willing to respond that your friend, your member are not going to perform, or maybe you are not able to perform. Some others going to evaluate you, right? Remember, when you work in a teamwork, right? You know about this thing. I'm sure that you know about this thing. And how people going to evaluate you. Are you slow? Slow tak kisah. Saya tak kisah kalau seorang slow. Are you not responding? Aduh, terlalu apa tu? Terlalu arrogant, terlalu sombong. Tak boleh campur tangan, tak boleh campur bergaul, susah. Atau tidak menyumbang sekali. Tidak menyumbang sekali. Kita harap dalam satu teamwork tu boleh menolong, boleh kerja bersama, boleh mesra. Tapi kemesraan tu bukan tak penting sangat. Kalau tak boleh bekerja, jangan mesra. Tak kisah. To be friend is not important in a group, right? It could be, but if the work cannot be done, be vocal. Kalau tak mau jadi kawan, tak apa. Tapi kerja buat, okay. Saya terima macam statement macam ni. So, cuba in the real industry experience, thing will be like this, right? In a group of work, right? You don't need to be friend with another members. All you need is performance and the work done in a schedule. That is a good group. To me, I think that will be a very good group. If every member respond to a work, right? Walaupun muka ni masam, tapi dia perform. Okay, that is good, right? That is good. Okay, submission. Evaluation on Google link we given you. Okay. Kalau tak respon, tidur ke, ignore ke, kosong. Kosong. Dan akan melibatkan member anda juga tarik turun. Maka sebab member anda tidak memberi reminder. Dia akan mengefek kepada member tau. Kalau anda tak jawab, maka penilaian kepada member anda akan terjejas juga. Kalau seseorang tidak menjawab dalam satu kumpulan. Ingat, penilaian ini penting. Okey, so jujurlah, jangan tipu sangat. Okey, proposal minggu 5 kena hantarlah proposal dalam 5 muka surat ke atau 4 muka surat. So dengan cara idea anda apa mau buat proposal. Okey. Ni report tu ada template. Cuba buat dalam bentuk book chapter. So my advice, right? Every group should use the template that we share in autumn. Right? Try not to use your own template, right? We are going to use your template later on, right, as a publication, right? So use the template we show you, right? Use that as a book chapter and reply every heading that we prepare, right? Kita dah sedia siap-siap kepada anda. Cuba respon, right? Kalau tak pasti, cuba tanya. Okay. Assessment, Product evaluation. Product evaluation tu penting, Bukan minggu 13, tapi submission video tu pada minggu 13. Presentation penilaian pada minggu 16. Sebab we have this open day, right? Open day, we are going to collaborate together with the faculty. The faculty is going to organize open day on week 15. We are very busy week 15, everything coming, right? Okay, so be prepared on the video, So to those who have skill on what they call shootings, right? Video shooting and editing, and those will be beneficial sebab anda dapat present video, idea anda dalam bentuk video yang menarik. Up to you. Innovation, Innovation. Ada contoh-contoh nanti saya share. Okay, presentation masa week 15 masa exhibition. Okay, bersedialah nanti kita akan beritahu. So masa presentation tu ada panel datang, panel industri ke atau panel dalaman. Yang mana maka tu akan dipuratakan. So bersedialah kalau nanti buat presentation. Saya rasa roadshow tu paling seronok. Paling seronok, ramai sekali masuk sekali kan. And you have some work to present. Kalau orang datang, panel datang, saya rasa semua ceria saja, semua experience yang kita pengalaman, semua ceria, semua gembira, suka ambil gambar dan bersedia untuk apa tu, membentangkan kerja yang selama ni dah dibangunkan. I think that would be a proud. Ini satu kebanggaan di mana anda berusaha, dan saya rasanya saya bangga juga kalau anda dah berusaha dan tunjuk kerja anda, dan kita akan post pada YouTube. Anda akan tengok juga kerja orang lain. Okay, further achievement. Ini competition mungkin kita akan cadanglah siapa-siapa kalau ada supervisor dan juga community atau fakulti. Kalau ada competition ada dan juga tajaan. Money ya. Kalau tajaan. Dan kalau anda rasa bangga, rasa confidence, we will suggest you to do some pitching, right? Pitching maksudnya you look for further developments, right? And you look for investment. Investment itu dah masuk kepada satu peringkat yang berlainan. Look at the what they call the development stage, right? Your concept development, and then you're going to look for this deployment. Okay, pitching is the stage where you want to deploy your product into the market, where you look for the money, and you look for the money for a better renovation or a prototyping that is going to switch to the market. Success? No, nobody knows. Fail? Nobody knows unless you try, right? Could be, right? But there is a chance to do that. Right? There's a chance to do that, and if you are looking for that opportunity, right? We encourage you to go to that, right? We have some facility and channel where we could help you, right? By university. Of course, there are some channel resources outside of the university. But there could be competition. Okay, so kita ada dua platform utama lah. Platform utama. Satu IDP IDP di mana pada WhatsApp. Kalau belum join, mohon join. Ada kod dia dan juga pada satu author, pada author ini author. Ini barcode author Author saya rasa semua dah register lah sebab I copy from system. If you register in the system, your name will be in author already. I already copied all of you. And another one will be on IDP WhatsApp group, right? If you haven't joined, please join it. The link is on the screen, and the link also available on Author. You can try to look for that, and your supervisor is in the same group. Please try to look for your supervisor, right? And chat with them. Probably you organize another group on your own, right? Don't put in the same master group. The master group, IDP and student, is for management usage. Right? If we have any announcements, reminder from the Jawatan courses of any challenge about something that we want to about roadshow, about holidays. Kadang-kadang mana tahu Johor menang lagi, kita ada cuti lagi kan. Mana tahu So we may have expect some sudden arrangement, right? Where we need announcement. Okay, so that will be the communication platform we design for the ease of communication. Okay, so right before that we have a number of presentation, right? Before that one we have. Don't worry. This is a roadshow, right? Previously, you may later on. I'm not going to show you one by one. We have some video recorded. Right? You may look for the video on YouTube. Right? They are unlisted. You cannot search for them, but you can use the link here. You can use the link here to link to the YouTube channel, and you are able to see the previous 3 semesters where we posted on YouTube. Right? You may look for them, right? So, for example, semester 1, last semester, and then we have previous semester, the last 2 semester, and last 3 semester, right? All the group have done some efforts, even during MCO, right? During MCO, they did something, right? And I am proud of them. Right? They are able to come up with some works, even though they are locked down, right? They are able to communicate. Fantastic, right? Fantastic. And before that, we come out with presentation, right? So thank you very much for being patient with me. I know the way that I'm talking probably some of you have turned off the camera, probably, okay, and you don't bother, right? But look at here, right? I'm going to show you some group, right? The group that I'm going to show you. Right. is the detail will be in in hotel, right? I have one group. Can you see me? I have one group, right? So Faiz, Amiruddin, Adif, Adila, and Karen and Daniel is with me, right? We are going to do a topic on smart health, right? Later on, we are going to brainstorm and come out, right? And the rest you may look for your supervisor later on, right? So this is Prof. Zuharia, and then we have number of them, right? We have 32. How many? We have altogether 32 supervisor, 32 groups. All right. Hope you enjoy IDP and you get the spirit of IDP later on, and you learn uh, how to come up with the idea and solution and work in a team. That would be the greatest outcome in this project, right? The greatest outcome I'm expecting is it's not the products itself, is the experience that you work together and come up with your solution. The experience itself is invaluable. Thank you very much. Any sharing? Any questions? Ada tak?
Betul.
Ya, saya.
Untuk proposal tu submit week 5.
Ya, saya.
Week 5 tu bukan ada cuti raya kan?
Cuti raya. Nanti kita bincang sikit dalam grup. Nanti kita adjust. Kalau itu menjadi satu kekangan, nanti kita adjust sikit lah. Tapi rasanya week 4, week 5 macam tu lah. Kalau mungkin tak sempat week 5. Atau week 4, kalau week 5 cuti sangat, mungkin kita drag sikit sampai week 6 lah. Tapi itu terpulang lah. Saya lebih mungkin kita bincang dalam komiti, mungkin diawalkan. Maksudnya proposal tu, you need to come up with a proposal after one meeting or two meeting with your supervisor. You come up with a brief idea about the proposal, right? Tak perlu ambil banyak masa sangat. The best thing is to bring it forward, right? Diawalkan. Saya rasa saya lebih suka kalau diberi apa tu proposal tu diawalkan. Kalau memang minggu 5 itu memang raya, kalau raya itu jangan ganggu raya, kita awalkan, okey. Saya proposal itu goreng lah, goreng. The word I use is a bit pasar lah. Goreng sikit. Use your idea and try to come up with the idea. I know you know how are the technology going to help, right? If there is a problem, right? So proposal tidak perlu terlalu technical, tapi proposal lebih kepada menganalisis problem itself. Kenapa diperlukan? So apakah cara untuk menyelesaikan atau sesuatu masalah yang tersebut sebelum. Lepas tu apakah faedah ni? Apakah cara yang dicadangkan? Mungkin dalam bentuk konsep, dalam konsep drawing, dalam bentuk block diagram, dalam bentuk sesuatu bentuk yang peringkat awal, lebih pada peringkat ideal. Tapi you boleh memberi pandangan anda terhadap sesuatu senario masalah itu. Dan macam mana masalah itu diselesaikan dan kelebihannya kalau diselesaikan. Kelebihan atau manfaat yang diberikan. Ingat tak, the step analysis. If you solve with your solution, what would be the benefit of doing that to the society, to the people who actually suffer, what to the people who need it, who are they, what, and then to politics, any political benefits to the country, to the health and safety, right? And you need defend. That proposal, you tak perlu terlalu details macam satu thesis kan, tak perlu. The more you timbang, you think, the likelihood that you are going to take more time, right? Terima kasih terima kasih sebab anda memberi input bahawa minggu 5 tu sebagai itu cuti raya kan. So kita akan timbangkan. Terima kasih. Ada soalan lain tak? Soalan lain? Any questions regarding assessment? Boleh type kalau segan mau sebut. Mana tu?
Sir, excuse me.
Ya. Ya.
Sir,
Ah,
group
siapa?
listing. Nak tengok dekat mana, sir?
Apa tu?
Yang listing for group.
Siva yang tanya.
Dia tanya dalam chat.
Okey, Siva ditanya group list. Tadi ada sebut kan? Itu group list tu nanti saya post pada hotel. Saya belum post lagi. Okey. I would post it in hotel. Ingatkan saya kalau saya tak post. Sekejap lagi. Satu attendance list attendance list mana attendance list? Siap. Attendance list. Ada attendance list. Attendance list tu kita gunakan Google Form So please type your full name seperti full name dan juga metric numbers in the attendance list. Sebab kita boleh trace your name Right, please. Saya dah masukkan attendance list tu link tu pada chat box. Mohon isi attendance list Okey. Yang lain soalan? Kalau ada soalan lain tak terfikir boleh post pada portal atau post pada WhatsApp. Ada tak soalan? Tak ada. Semua confident satu lagi baru saya tak ingat. Duit projek. Duit projek fakulti masih dalam perbincangan. Belum ada alokasi lagi. Kalau ada nanti saya maklumkan. Buat masa ni saya mohonlah untuk grup masing-masing tolong usahakan budgeting dalam kebolehan dan juga kekangan masing-masing. You need to come out with the budgeting and that budgeting will be the budgeting that you need to report in your report as well later on. What are they? Kalau ada sumber sesuatu yang saya berkongsi fakulti ada e-lab, e-component. Mohon fakulti ada e-component. Mohon melalui e-component cuba gunakan fasiliti yang ada. Ada e-lab dan juga e-component. Dan ibu mohon dan juga mohon dan gunakan nama supervisor. Umpama potential meter, kabel, apa lagi? Cubalah. Tahu store FKEE dekat G1. Dan kedua, gunakan fasiliti atau bahan habis guna di makmal. Banyak jumpa di makmal multimeter ke, oscilloscope ke, ada yang habis guna kabel-kabel cuba go and check out makmal. Makmal tu ada saya ada kongsikan makmal senarai nama. Where is makmal? Ada, saya dah kongsikan ni. Ada. Yang baru register. Kalau tak ada dalam Abdul Alif baru register. Maksudnya hari ni saya expect nama lagi panjang. Nanti saya masukkan nama anda Sebab setiap semester saya dan kumpulan grup komiti menghadapi satu cabaran. Cabaran ulang. Ialah nama senarai pelajar IDP. Dia setiap semester kalau kita ada IDP. Dia senarai nama tu dia macam menitis tau. Hari itu menitis. Minggu pertama tambah sikit, minggu kedua tambah sikit, seorang dua, minggu ketiga tambah sikit. Itu yang jadi itu senarai nama tu tak konsisten. Sebab senarai nama tu dia terpulang kepada pendaftaran. Saya hanya memberi grouping tu kepada yang register rasmi. Okey? If your name is not in the list, right? Probably you are just newly registered, right? If not, please contact me. Please contact me. If you are not in the groupings, please contact me as well, right? Because my list, right, I update it until 29. I think 29. Yesterday. I update yesterday. If you are not there, probably probably you registered just today. Or the office has update your name today. Right, the office, academic office. Ada nama nanti Arif Arif Aiman, tolong PM saya boleh Arif? Arif? Muhammad Alif Aiman. Nanti
Ya,
PM
boleh.
saya. Nanti saya cuba selesaikan macam mana saya allocate you. Okay? Nanti PM saya. Takut saya tak ingat dia. Cuba remind saya. Okay. Ada senarai Makman. Mana saya senarai Makman? Senarai Makman saya post Ada. Cep. Sini. Saya post pada grup senarai makma yang anda boleh kerjasama, di mana anda boleh cuba dengan apa tu? dengan PJ lah. So grouping nanti saya akan share pada author, nanti mungkin saya post pada grup juga. Soalan lain sebelum kita berhenti? Ada tak? Duit usahakan sendiri. Itu duit. Kalau supervisor ada duit atau supervisor ada grant, cuba gunakan grant supervisor. Kalau supervisor gunakan projek seperti grant, dia terpulang saya tak boleh paksa. Itu atas perancangan supervisor So buat masa ni memang ada kekangan. Okay. Fakulti tengah berusaha. Kalau kita dapat, nanti saya akan beritahu. Right? Mungkin tak sempat usahakan sendiri usaha sendiri kewangan. Apa lagi? Tak ada. Then we stop. Terima kasih semua. Terima kasih. Thank you for your attendance and your patience to listen to me, the briefing. I hope my briefing is brief enough and that is not going to bore you. Tidak menidurkan. Kalau ada yang kurang pasti, boleh tanya nanti dalam grup. Kita ada platform bersama mana kita boleh berkomunikasi. Harap komunikasi tidak terputus. Saya kalau tak jawab atau kumpulan saya, komiti tak jawab, cuba remind. Kadang-kadang kita tersilap pandang. Cuba sabar. Sabar, be patient. Thank you very much and have a nice day. See you all. Bye-bye. Take good care.
Thank you, Doctor.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doktor.